This topic is prepared for the generic course, second semester mathematics, mainly for Dibrugarh University students. This will help them for solving different types of differential equation. So here we take the topic simultaneous differential equation. This is what the general type of a set of simultaneous differential equation of first order having three variables x, y, z is written in the form p1 dx plus q1 dy plus r1 dz and p2 dx plus q2 dy plus r dz equal to 0. Combining these two, we get a set of simultaneous equation where the coefficients p1, q1, r1 and p2, q2, r2 are functions of x, y, z. Solving them by applying the cross multiplication method, we get dx by dy by dz by, and these in short written as pqr. So equation 1 converted to the form dx by p, dy by q, dz by r number 2. So where pqr are functions of x, y, z. Thus we note that the simultaneous equation 1 can always be put in the form 2. When two equations are given in this way, this can be converted to equation number 2 by applying the cross multiplication method. So finally, from equation 2 we can solve the differential equation. Now observe the nature of the solution of this equation means equation 2. What type of nature we derive? The given equations are said to be completely solvable when we get a solution of the form u1 xyz equal to c1, u2 xyz equal to c2, where u1, u2 are two independent integrals of the given equation. u1 and u2 are said to be independent integrals, means solution if u1, u2 is not merely a constant. So here we see that from this equation we get two solutions, means u1 equal to c1, u2 equal to c2, where u2 and u1 are functions of x, y, z, and c1, c2 are arbitrary constant. These two integrals mean solution of equation number 2, and these solutions are independent if u1 by u2 is not merely a constant. For example, you see that u1 equal to, suppose u1 equal to x square plus y square plus z square and u2 equal to x plus y plus z are independent, but u1 equal to twice x plus twice y plus twice z and u2 equal to 2 into x plus y plus z are not independent. So these two are not solution of equation number 2, but these two are becomes a solution of equation number 2. So now our aim, now we are going to find the geometrical interpretation of dx by p equal to dy by q to dz by r. This is the geometrically what it represents. dx by p, dy by q, dz by r. And from three-dimensional coordinate geometry, we know that direction cosine of tangent to a curve are proportional to dx, dy, dz. This is ordinary from ordinary geometry, 3 dimension. We observe, we know that the direction cosines of tangent to a curve are proportional to dx, dy, dz. The given differential equation therefore express the fact that direction cosines of the tangent to the curve at the point are proportional to p is to q is to r. Suppose the solution of the given differential equation is given by u1 equal to x, y, z equal to c1 and u2 x, y, z equal to c2. Thus we see that the solution represents the curves of intersection of the given surfaces u1 equal to c1 and u2 equal to c2. As c1, c2 are arbitrary constant means it has different values in different situations. So we get doubly infinite number of such graph, means we get infinite numbers of pair of curves. But for a particular value of x, y, z, if we find the values of C1 and C2, then we get the complete solution. Then we get only one set, U1 equal to say something, some constant, and U2 equal to some constant. So from here we observe that dx by p, dy by q, dz by r represents direction cosine of tangent to the given curve. This type of equation can be solved in different ways. We take few problems for the students, because by using these you can solve any other problems. The first problem is solve the equation dx by yz equal to dy by zx equal to dz by xy. So from this equation we have to make two equations, u1 equal to c1 and u2 equal to c2, means u1 u2 are functions of x, y, z. So we have to take two ratios. So from here observe that if we take first and second ratio, we get dx by yz equal to dy by zx. So here z is cancelled, cross product and transferring the term, and then integrating on both sides. Integration x dx, we transfer this term to here, integration y dy equal to c1 actually, but we observe that integration x is what? X squared by 2, y is y squared by 2. If we take here instead of c1, we can take c1 by 2, then 2 will be cancelled, then the result will be a good set. So after integration we take x squared by 2 minus y squared by 2 equal to c1 by 2. So 2 is cancelled, we get x squared minus y squared to c1. This equation represents a hyperbola. Again, taking first and third ratio, we have to take first and third ratio. So we get again in the similar ways, we get x dx minus z dz equal to 0. So integrating similarly, integration x is x squared by 2, integration z is z squared by 2. So we get here c2 by 2. So 2 is cancelled, 2's are cancelled, x squared minus z squared equal to c2. So the required general solution is given by the relations 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 means it is called general solution because here c1, c2 are arbitrary constant and it can be obtained by using certain conditions. If certain conditions are given here, then we can find the values of c1, c2, then this will give the complete or particular solution. So here we observe that we can take here first and second, and then we take here first and third. So students may take first and second, third also, the answer will be same. So this is the one process, one method, how can we solve this type of equation. Again we take another problem, dx by x squared plus y squared, dy by minus xy, dz by xz. So from this equation we observe that if we take second and third, then we get dy by minus xy, dz by xz. After simplification we get dy by minus y, dz by this. Here we apply the method of separation of variables. This is the one of the fundamental method for solving a differential equation. In each problem we can use this method. Separation of variable method apply here. Dy by minus y, dz by z. After integrating this, integration dy by y plus integration dz by z. This is log, therefore we take here log c1. So log combining log yz and log anti-log, log cancel, yz equal to c1. This is one solution, means e1 equal to c1. And for the rest, we take here first and second ratio. So we take here first and second ratio. So we make here dx by dy, and simplifying this process we get x dx by dy plus x squared by y equal to minus twice y. This is one part of special case of linear differential equation, means we take here v equal to x squared. To solve it, we take v equal to x squared. So from there we can find dv dy equal to, with respect to y here, not x, because the independent variable is y here. Therefore we take here dv dy. So here x square is there, so twice x into dx dy. So we make here this term dx dy equal to half dv dx. Putting in the last equation, we get this half dv dx plus v by y minus twice y. So after arranging the term, we get dv dx plus 2 by y into v equal to minus 4y. This is called linear differential equation of the form dv dx plus pv equal to q, where p equal to 2 by y and q equal to minus 4 by y. So this equation can be solved by using the method of linear differential equation. For that, we have to find integrating factor. This is what the formula is, what I have equal to e to the power integration p dy. So putting the values of here, p integration 1 by y is log, so the value is what? Y square. So for linear equation means solution of this equation is what? V into if equal to integration q into if dy plus c2. So putting here values of v also, values of if also, q minus 4y, if equal to y square dy plus c2. So this is x square y square minus y to the power 4 plus c2, transferring here and common, we get equation number 2. So required solution can be obtained by combining 1 and 2. But in this problem, one star mark is given here, dx dy equal to minus x square twice y square xy. This can be solved from this equation. From this equation, we apply here special case of linear differential equation, but we can apply here homogeneous differential equation also. For that, you have to put x equal to vy, where v is a function of y. So this is homogeneous because power is 2, power is 2, power is 1, 1, 2. So power upper and lower same power. So you can apply here homogeneous differential equation, but we apply here special case of linear differential equation. So student can be solve the solution by different ways, means separation of variable, homogeneous equation, linear equation. This method are used here. Here we take another example, dx by mz minus my, dy by mx minus lz, dz by lx minus mx. So in this case, we observe that if you take any two ratio and cross product or separation of apply method, then you cannot separate the variables. In our previous two problem, we observed that we take first and second, or second third, or third second, and then cross product, we separate the variables, and thus integrating we get the required solution. But here we cannot separate the variables because they are mixed. So here we apply another method which is known as multipliers method. So here we see, if you multiplying by here L, then N by N, and at the lower part L in L, M, M, N, N, and then and adding upper part and lower part separately, then it is a property of ratio. Then it becomes L dx plus M dy plus N dz by L into this plus M into this plus N into this, means lower part if you break then becomes 0. So here our aim to make lower part 0 by applying the properties of ratio by choosing suitable multipliers. So now this ratio is equal to this and this and this. So taking this and any one of them, you get L dx plus M dy plus N dz equal to 0. Integrating this, we get Lx plus My plus Nz equal to C1. Again, we choose another multipliers x, y, z, because if you multiply here x, then x, y, then y, z, then z, and adding, then lower part becomes 0. So here multipliers are x, y, z. It can be obtained by observing the problem. Our aim is to make the lower part is 0. So now this ratio is equal to any one of them. So this and any one of them taking, if you take these and any one of them, then cross product we get this value. And integrating this, we get x square plus y square plus z square equal to C2 number 2. So the general solution is given by the combination of equation 1 and 2. Here we observe that one thing is important, that equation 1 represents a plane, because equation containing x, y, z with first degree always represents a plane. And equation 2 is a sphere, because x square, y square, z square equal to r square form. So equation 1 and 2 together represents a circle. Means a sphere and a plane, if you combine, you get a circle. So our general solution is now becomes a circle. So in this way, students can find the multipliers and apply this method. So there are different problems in your book. You take the differential equation book and take the problems and proceed in this way. So we think in this way you can solve the problem easily and quickly.